Okay, welcome again. Thank you for joining me. I'm Kate, and today we're going to be doing a cardio Pilates session. This is going to be an interval style, so we're going to do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We've got 7 exercises and we're going to repeat everything twice. So this is a more intermediate level one. I've also done a very similar beginner's one, same exercises but just at a regression level. So this one we're going to do it with some 1 kg weights. I have 2 tins, okay, these are probably about 0.7 of a kilo or something like that. So it's up to you whether you want to use them. They are not essential. Just something to add a little bit of extra dynamic and a little bit of weight, okay? So I will start our timer and we'll get ready into our 2-minute warm-up. So when you hear the bell go, it means that it is either time to stop or it is time to start. So we're going to start with some nice big arm circles, just warming up the shoulders, and if you can, let's rise up onto the toes at the same time. Exhaling at the top as you bring the shoulders round. Good, just warming up every little muscle in the body. And again, everything is focused on the core principles. Let's exhale as we contract the abdominals. Let's inhale, release the belly, and exhale, lift pelvic floor, especially any harder movements as you're pushing up off the floor, but I will cue them as we go. Okay, let's start warming up the legs into a bit more of a squat with a reach. Good, so getting the hips nice and low, getting the knees in line with the second toe, and getting a nice stretch up through the arms as well. Again, exhaling as you push up and you change direction and you start fighting gravity. Two more. Good. Into our nice low impact star jumps. So we're just stretching a leg out as you single leg squat. And with anything that is interval based, you're working at your own pace. You can go extra fast and try and squeeze in some more reps, enjoying the rest in between, or just work at a nice easy rest. Okay, good. So our first exercise is our standing march, okay? Bringing the arms up and crunching into that opposite knee. Crunch is the wrong word. Our back wants to stay nice and tall, and you're bringing your knee up to meet your elbow. Again, you can make this a little bit faster. Use the breath nice and strong, or focus a little bit more into bringing belly button in for 5 more. Good, and enjoy that rest. So we're going to repeat that same exercise and then we'll move on to our lunges. Okay, so keeping the back nice and tall, okay, using the weights if you need. Roll those shoulders. Let's go. Elbow touch. Okay, speed it up if you wish. Focus on that core. The back is nice and tight. Good, nice rhythmic movements. Nice and symmetrical, so you're getting the same force, same range of movement through each side. And soon your heart rate starts to rise. So enjoy a little rest. Next exercise is our reverse lunge. So with the weight, as you step back, let's curl the bicep. And then as you come back up, let's stretch up to the ceiling, okay? You can use it with weights, or you can just use it for balance if you need. Okay, stretching up. Switch the legs over. And it is amazing how just a small 1 kg really starts to burn the shoulders. Good, and you should work out how the breath comes into it quite importantly, so that you're never bearing down and holding your breath too much. Good, okay, my rhythm was going off there. So work it out, do whatever you want to do, as long as you're getting that same reverse lunge. Okay, shake off, release the shoulders. One more set of these lunges. Off we go, step back, curl, and rise. Back's always nice and straight. Dropping that knee down. Good, so you should feel where this cardio element is coming in, but we're still working on nice form with the focus on our core. Exhale as you go down, squeeze another one in, and release. Okay, pop these down. We'll come down onto our mat. We're going from a hover into our knee plank. So turning the toes under. This is a hover. Step forward, this is a knee plank. Okay, let's go. Lift the knees, back's nice and straight. Drop down, hands forward. Slot the hips inwards. Take it back, lift. And down. So with your own breath rate coming in, exhale as you lift the knees. Exhale as you bring the hips in. Good, strong through the shoulders. Try and keep them nice and flat so that you're not crunching up into your neck. Drop those shoulders back. Lifting nice and strong through the legs. Bringing the hips in nicely. Good, release back. You can stretch the upper back or just come onto your knees. Okay, time really flies. Let's keep it up. Okay, if you're sore on your wrists, come onto your fists or even your fingers. Okay, let's lift again. And inhale, and then exhale as you bring the hips forward. And back, and lift. Inhale, and stretching forward. Good, take the weight a little bit more onto your legs. So pushing back with your hands if you're finding the hover difficult. Into knee plank. Hover. Knee plank. Good. And release. Okay, next exercise. Let's curl round onto our bottoms for some scissors. Okay, you're going to stay onto your elbows actually. So we're propping up through our back, opening collarbones, scissors with the legs. Let's go. Tap, tap. Switch in the air. Keep the shoulder blades together, collarbones open. Lift the back, and you're just tapping the legs down. Feel that a little bit more into your abdominals. Again, you can speed it up if you wish. Using that breath to just get a nice rhythmic mode. So this is for the first one, have a rest. And then for the second one, what we'll do is we'll stay in this position and try to lift the legs from here. Okay, so without arm support, but if you need it, use it, okay? Again, we're trying to keep the back nice and straight, Keep the chest open, avoid turning it into a crunch. Ready, let's go. Holding the legs if you need. Keep your hands out if you can, or prop down onto elbows if you need. Feel that burning a little bit more through the thighs, collarbones open. Keep the breath going. Keep the feet nice and high. Nice burn through the thighs. Open up. Another 10 seconds. Last couple. And release. Good, so that's the scissors done already. Okay, walking burpees, one of our favorites. Okay, you're just out, in, and then rise up. Roll it down, stick your bottom out so you get a nice hamstring stretch there. Let's go, roll it down. Walk out, in, stand up nice and tall. Bend it forwards, and then walk out. Up you come. Stick your bottom out, split yourself in half. Out, in. Speeding it up if you wish. And up. Good. So you're holding out that plank, but just for a split second. Strong through shoulders, lengthening through your abdominals, and relax. To make that one just slightly harder, if you want to add a slight hop, you're going to go out, but then you're going to jump back in. Out, jump, and then rise. Okay, so you're adding that slight impact, and again, coming up against gravity. Let's go. Step, jump. Out, in. Oh. Okay, just keep the out, in if you want. Out, or a little hop. Good. And anything where your head is down certainly raises the heart rate a little bit more. Good, and release. Good. That's it. Burpees are done already. Okay. Okay, this is our last one. Onto our, no it isn't, two last ones. Onto our backs. Elbow crunches. Knees in tabletop. Hands behind head. Elbow to knee, let's go. Small towards, but you're not crunching. Now you know where this is going, so if you want to make it harder, you start to extend that opposite leg. Keeping the back nice and neutral. Again, speeding up if you wish, or really focusing on form. So in the beginner's class, the feet are still on the floor. Feel free to do that if you wish. Good, release. Give the knees a little hug. Good. Ready for the next one. Into your tabletop. Elbows nice and wide. Okay, keep the chin off the chest. Stretch that leg away. Come in towards the elbow on that other side. Exhale as you lift your head. Good, nice one for those abdominals. Lengthening away, getting that strength into your lower abs. But as you bring your head up, ribs coming down. Good, blowing out. Last few. And release. Good. Bringing yourself back into standing. Grabbing your tins. We're going for a side lunge. And then as you come back up, we're lifting into our balance position. Okay, in 3 seconds. Okay, keep those shoulders down. Nice wide lunge. Let's go. Down and then push back up into that balance, one leg. Exhale. All right, we'll stick with one leg and then we'll swap over on the next set. Inhale down, exhale as you push back up. Good, and take it as wide or as low as you wish. And again, we're back into a bicep and then squeezing back with our triceps and shoulder blades. Good, let's squeeze in another 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, let's roll these shoulders, stretch one ear down and the other ear down. Good. Should feel quite nice just to get some nice big wide stretches if everything's been in this position for the last week. Okay, this is our last set. Okay, let's go. Out nice and wide and in nice and strong. Good. Squeeze in the tummy muscles as you bring that leg up, working through that side glute. Good. Last few here. You'll always feel it a little bit more tiring on that last side. And release. Good. Okay, so this is our 20-second rest and then we've got a 2-minute cool down. So let's start into that anyway. Let's drop the tins or the weights and we'll go for a nice arm opener. Take the feet slightly wider, turn the toes out, knees in line with second toe. Drop that pelvis under, hands out front. Let's open nice and wide and bring it in. Good, so always working different planes of movement, nice spinal rotations, opening up through the chest, but always keeping this core nice and steady. Good, one more each side. Good, let's squat a little bit lower and take the arms nice and wide. Okay, let's rotate again and go down and then stretch through the hamstrings. Up and rotate, and down and lift. Good, so again we're getting that squat wide, we're getting a hamstring pull and a spinal stretch as well. Take it nice and easy, let's slow it down a little bit. Last one. Good, come up nice and tall, bring the feet back in together and we'll just roll it down. So chin down, upper back down, curl into your lower back. Let your arms and your head go super heavy. Nice big breath. Bend one knee, bring it in, and the other knee. Bring it together, start to roll up, stack the pelvis, the lower back, the upper back, roll those shoulders. Good, take a nice big breath. Exhale, tighten, tighten, lift.
Activity completed.
And release. Well done. So a nice quick 17 minutes of a cardio interval session. Feel free to repeat all that if you want to make it slightly harder. And like I say, if that was slightly too hard, try the beginner's workout, which I'll post as well. Thank you for joining me.